Welcome to Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Monday Night Raw results and your spoilers for WWE main event. Birthdays for this week, for the August 12th, 2019. For August the 9th, you got Silas Young. He was born 1980. Alexa Bliss, 1991. August the 10th birthdays. Tugboat, also known as Typhoon. He was born 1956. Savio Vega, 1964. Wade Barrett, 1980. Congo Kong, 1979. August 11th birthday. The Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, turned another year older. He was born 1953. And Bill Alfonso, who recently added me as a friend on Facebook. He was born 1957. August 12th birthdays, as I'm doing this video on Monday night. The Red Rooster, Terry Taylor, 1955. Falaba, rounding out August 12th birthdays. He was born 1985. Advertised dark matches are on the host venue's website for Raw. Was advertised as Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin and Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. Corbin hasn't been on TV since quite a while. And you got Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. She hasn't been on Raw in a few weeks. Keep in mind that WWE rarely delivers their advertised Raw dark main events. 3 more clips can be seen in this. First of all, 3 of them from post edition of Raw. Table for 3 on the WWE Network. I think each link is about 2 minutes, but you can go to the network and watch the whole 30-minute episode. This week's episode featuring Braun Strowman, Ember Moon, and Raw Women's Champion, Tag Team Champion, Alexa Bliss. Filmed at an Applebee's restaurant. The first video, Braun Strowman, Ember Moon, and Alexa Bliss comparing their paths to WWE. The second video, link, Ember Moon recalling wearing Alexa Bliss clothing. And the third link is Danger's jumping off of Braun Strowman's shoulders. Because you might get these hands. The King of the Ring tournament will be returning on next week's WWE Raw. As advertised on Raw, it was a surprise. Even I didn't believe it myself. Didn't hear them announce any of the participants, but I caught it online because the last King of the Ring tournament took place April 28th, 2015, and who won that? Bad News Barrett. Following participants have been confirmed for King of the Ring tournament this year: Baron Corbin, who was not on Raw, Cesaro, Cedric Alexander, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, and The Miz. From your Raw brand. 8 members. SmackDown, you got Ali, Andrade, Apollo Crews, Buddy Murphy, Chad Gable, WWE 24/7 champion Elias, and Kevin Owens. And yes, Elias won it on Raw tonight in the backstage segment. And rounding out the final 2 is Kevin Owens and Shelton Benjamin. Paige revealed on Twitter last week that she will not be with the Kabuki Warriors on this week's Raw as they challenge WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. So don't expect them to win the titles. She's missing the show because she needs another operation on her neck. As Paige revealed over the weekend that she misses her SummerSlam meet and greet because she had to visit her doctor, where it was determined that she needs to undergo neck surgery to fix a new hernia, which is related to the original career-ending neck injury that she suffered during December 2017 WWE Live event in Uniondale, New York. Paige noted that she will be going under the knife with Dr. Juan Uribe, who also worked on the neck of Tyson Kidd and Nikki Bella. Paige wrote on Twitter, "I wish I could have been there for #Raw, but y'all know I'm watching my girls, the #Kabuki Warriors, in their women's tag titles match. Kerry Saint indicated that Paige will be undergoing surgery next week. Saint wrote, quote, "Dear, at Real Paige WWE, next week is a very important one for you. So we know you can't be with us tonight. We'll do our best to make you proud by becoming the Women's Tag Team Champions. We will miss you, but we will see you soon." You can see it. And you can see this link, Paige's comment as well. And I think there might be a video in there. Matt Hardy took to Twitter after Bray Wyatt debuted as the Fiend with a singles win over Finn Balor at SummerSlam. Hardy explained what has happened to his former Leader of the World tag team partner. He wrote, quote, "The lake of reincarnation is very potent. The essence of Abigail may have been deleted, but now hashtag the Fiend has taken control of Bray Wyatt's vessel. Hashtag SummerSlam, delightful." Unquote. You can see his whole tweet at this link here below. And there's also a video in that. Buddy Murphy versus Roman Reigns is now confirmed for Tuesday's SmackDown episode from Toronto. Reigns took to Twitter this afternoon and accepted the earlier challenge from Murphy, which also issued by a social network. Reigns wrote, "Not about holding anyone down. I'm all about seeing if people want to step up. Consider this me accepting your challenge. See you tomorrow night on hashtag SD Live, buddy, at WWE." For those who missed it, Murphy called out Reigns earlier in the day and vented about how Rowan interrupted his WWE SummerSlam kickoff pre-show match against Apollo Crews. He wrote, quote, "Been saying for months I want an opportunity to show what I can do. What do I get? A cheap shot and an attack during what could have been a great hashtag SummerSlam match. I'm not waiting. I'm challenging at WWE Roman Reigns to a match tomorrow on hashtag HD Live. Give the people what they want." Unquote. And here's the tweet with a link with what Roman Reigns said. "Not about holding anyone down." At this link, saying if people want to step up, consider me accepting your challenge. See you tomorrow night on SD Live. AEW star Chris Jericho took to Twitter last night after the pay-per-view from SummerSlam and commented on Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg and his spear following SummerSlam win over Dolph Ziggler and the series of spears that were delivered. Jericho wrote, quote, "Say what you want, but at Goldberg still has the best spear of all time. Nobody makes it look that devastating. Nobody," unquote. Jericho also responded to a fan who commented on how he's still watching and tweeting about WWE. He wrote, "Why wouldn't I be?" And somebody who commented badly on Goldberg spears and the win over Ziggler, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Jack Swagger commented badly, and even said that he would offer a heel Ziggler $600,000 to see what he could do. As I replied with a question to Jack himself, for one match with Ziggler himself, $600,000. No replies yet from him. Young Bucks on this week's episode of Being the Elite, commenting on their heading to their final indie show for House of Glory Wrestling in New York City to face Private Party. Cut to the duo making it to New York City and hanging out at the hotel with Adam Page. And here's that link for you. And here's a comment from Double T at MATT94. "Hey, Say what you want about WWE. At I Am Jericho is still watching and tweeting about it. And at I Am Jericho says, why wouldn't I be? Ring of Honor episode 411 can be found on this link. Paul Heyman took to Twitter today and said he and Brock Lesnar have been informed that there will be no rematch from the new WWE Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. He wrote, quote, my client, hashtag Brock Lesnar, and I have been apprised no rematch will be granted, unquote, against WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, hashtag Seth Rollins. We find this decision to be arbitrary and patently unfair. Nothing more than that. This year's G1 Climax Tournament finished up earlier today with Kota Ibushi defeating Jay White in the finals to win this year's tournament. Next January, there are 2 Wrestle Kingdom events. So we'll see how things line up for Ibushi's future title opportunity. Typically, it's against the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, whoever it is at that time, but right now it's Kazuchika Okada. Other big news from the show is Kenta became the latest member of Bullet Club as he turned on the tag team partners Yoshihashi and Tomohiro Ishii, and then ended up attacking Katsuyori Shibata after he tried to make the save. Major League Wrestling MLW, this week's episodic Fusion episode at this link, which takes place from the Melrose Ballroom in Queens, New York. Episode number 70 at that link. Spoilers for this week's WWE main event. Lacey Evans defeated Dana Brooke. EC3 and Cesaro defeated Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. This week's Raw started off with a video package on how Seth Rollins defeated Brock Lesnar to capture the Universal title in the SummerSlam main event on Sunday, which ended at about 30 minutes early than the normal 3-hour pay-per-view. We go right to the ring. Out comes Universal Champion Seth Rollins. He's not selling any injuries as he walks to the ring. He takes the mic, looks out at the crowd, cheering him on as his music plays. Music stops. They burn it down. Chant starts up for the crowd. Rollins says last night he didn't know he had what it took to beat Lesnar. He talked about how tough the last few weeks were and how he went into the match not at 100% or as confident as he should have been. Rollins goes on to praise Lesnar and call him a beast. A beast slayer. Chant starts up for the crowd. Rollins says when he emptied his tank out and he had nothing left, something happened. Fans came alive. Rollins says in that moment, fans took him to a place he's never been in his entire career. A place he couldn't go on his own. A place only we could go together. In that moment, Rollins knew he had what it took to slay the beast, and he remembered that. He is Seth freaking Rollins, and that's why he's standing here as a champion. Music interrupts, and out comes the OC, all 3 members. U.S. champion AJ Styles with Raw Tag Team champions Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. AJ says, believe it or not, the OC wants to be the first to congratulate Rollins, but here, where it gets tricky. AJ says Rollins doesn't have to worry about Lesnar anymore, but he does have to worry about AJ. AJ says he's got a lot to prove, and tonight he wants to challenge Rollins so he can prove he's a much better champion. Rollins says he's always respected AJ. Fan chant yes now. Rollins says he doesn't have that respect anymore. Rollins says he doesn't back down from a fight, and he will show AJ later on. Rollins accepts the challenge and drops the mic. AJ has some words with Rollins as Gallows and Anderson leave the ring, apparently. AJ offers his hand to Rollins in the middle of the ring as they momentarily shake. Rollins turns his back, and Gallows and Anderson hop back on the apron. OC stand together, and as Rollins quickly turns back around, AJ taunts Rollins and says he should be afraid. Fans are chanting for AJ as Rollins and AJ stare each other down. OC exits as Rollins' music hits. Show comes segment. Andrade versus Rey Mysterio in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz plus Kabuki Warrior challenge the women's tag team champions Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross with no Paige in the corner. WWE NXT tag team champions backstage. The Street Profits. They hype up tonight's show. Sami Zayn appears and offers some friendly advice. Supposedly, just enjoy it while you can, because the longer you're here, the place will suck your soul. The fans will suck your soul right out of you. It happens to everybody. Sami goes on about ranting about Seth Rollins and Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. The Prophets ask about Samoa Joe. As Joe appears behind Sami, waiting about a minute and a half, Sami starts ranting on Joe as Joe stands behind him. Not seeing Joe yet as he walks up, scares him. Joe scares Sami and challenges him to meet him in the ring right now. Joe talks more trash and sends Sami back into the production case. Shoves him off. Hip toss, what have you. Then walks off and go to commercial. Back for the break. It's announced that the King of the Ring tournament will be back next Monday and Tuesday. Don't know how they're going to do it, but in the past they have done it in one night. We're getting a video package on Roman Reigns' Mystery Attacker storyline. Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe was up next. All they did was showing the backstage vignettes for the last 2 weeks. Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe was up next. We go to ring out first comes Sami Zayn. Samoa Joe was out next. Joe makes a quick work of Sami with ease, making them tap out to the Coquina Clutch for the win. After the match, Joe takes the mic and says he needs to be clear. He forgives Roman Reigns for the backstage stuff, but that forgiveness is extended to no one else, to no one who helped propagate the lies, and that he was behind the attacks, and for that, he will never forgive any of these people, apparently the fans. So to come segment, Stone Cold will discuss Lesnar versus Rollins from SummerSlam. Nothing more than that. Then Stone Cold talking about Seth Rollins. Great match. We see the Miz walking backstage, back to commercial. Miz versus Dolph Ziggler was up next. Back to the ring, out comes Miz first. Dolph Ziggler was out next, but he's wearing street clothes, clutching in his ribs to apparently sell the SummerSlam beating from Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg. It's all a ploy. Ziggler enters the ring and goes to take the mic, but fans start chanting for Goldberg. Ziggler says he hopes Miz is happy and calls him a coward. Ziggler says everyone knows Miz didn't have a chance against Ziggler at SummerSlam, so he put Goldberg on him. Ziggler says this must be all part of Miz's master plan because he's a genius. Ziggler says he took so many spears last night that he's not cleared to compete. Ziggler says Miz screwed Miz and won't get a match tonight, so his plan won't come through. Ziggler says he knows these Canadians want to see the match, but it's too dang bad. Ziggler drops the mic, goes to leave. Miz turns it back, and Ziggler attacks from behind. Ziggler appears to be fine. Ziggler unloads on Miz and beats him down as the referee tries to get them both back separated. Ziggler keeps going back for more, taking his coat off and getting hyped up. The referee checks on Miz as we go to commercial. Back for the break. Match is already underway as Miz looks to turn it around. Miz takes Ziggler to the corner and unloads with kicks. Miz charges in with attacks and hits a big clothesline on the third. Miz climbs up in the corner and poses for the fans as they cheer him on. Miz comes down on Ziggler with an axe handle. Miz kicks to Ziggler while he's on his knees as fans chant yes now. Ziggler ducks a kick and they tangle. Ziggler blocks a figure four. Miz charges in the corner but hits the ring post with Ziggler move. Ziggler follows up with a zigzag, but Miz kicks out at two. Both superstars are down. It's fans chanting for Goldberg. Ziggler gets up and waits for Miz to recover. Ziggler cranks up for the sweet chin music. Miz catches the kick and drops Ziggler by his leg. Miz goes for the figure four and applies it in the middle ring. Ziggler reaches for the bottom rope, but Miz brings him back in the middle ring, tightens the hold. Ziggler finally taps out. After the match, Miz celebrates as his music hits, rolling to the floor and standing tall. Ziggler takes the mic and taunts Miz from the mat, just like he did with Goldberg at SummerSlam. Ziggler says Miz isn't even the best wrestler in his family. Maurice is. Miz starts marching back to the ring, like Goldberg did. Ziggler then stumbles to his feet, right as Miz catches him with a skull-crushing finale. Miz makes his exit as the music starts back up. Fans cheer him on. Charlie Caruso backstage with Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Charlie congratulates Lynch, and Lynch thanks her, but takes the mic and handles the interview on her own. Lynch says she didn't come to celebrate. Natalya owed her jet, and she cashed in at SummerSlam. She has respect for Natalya. Lynch says she previously warned that she was coming to get anyone who has wronged her in the locker room. Lynch goes on and says she isn't done with this cat and mouse game, and warns them to get her before she gets them. Game on, she says. Lynch hands the mic back to Charlie and walks off. Back for the break, Elias is in the ring with his guitar. He's tired of being interrupted by superstars. And he's, hello, my name is Elias. Gimmick. This comes after WWE Hall of Famer Edge hit him with a spear at SummerSlam on the pre-show. Elias wants to get the interruption out of the way tonight. He calls on the attacker to come out, but no one comes, of course. 3 times. Elias announces that this will be the first uninterrupted Elias performance. He starts playing. He gets like 3 seconds into his song. But the music interrupts, and out comes Ricochet. Ricochet takes the mic and says people aren't interrupting Elias because it's a cool thing to do. They interrupt because he sucks. Fans pop for that. Elias takes a shot at Ricochet for dressing like a comic book character and not knowing what cool is. Elias says he will embarrass Ricochet tonight in the ring. He calls for a referee, and one runs down the ring. Bell rings, they go at it. Ricochet ducks and takes Elias down for a 2 count. Elias takes Ricochet to the corner and unloads, beating him down. Ricochet tries to fight back, but Elias nails him with a big chop. Elias nails a big, massive backdrop, covers for a 2 count. Elias talks more trash, keeps Ricochet grounded. Ricochet fights up, but Elias takes him right back down with a headlock. Ricochet fights back up, but Elias sends him into the corner. Elias runs into boots. Ricochet goes on and drops Elias with a big drop kick. They both are up. Charlie big strikes in the middle of the ring. The tangle and a move is botched. It wasn't no Ricochet's fault because Elias supposedly was supposed to catch him. And he'd do a Hurricane Run flip. Ricochet dropped Elias with a kick to the head instead. Sending him to the floor, Ricochet runs the ropes, leaps out, but Elias moved. Ricochet lands hard on the floor, on his back. Elias brings him back in the ring, grabs his guitar. Referee stops him from swinging it. Elias put the guitar in the corner and turns back around to a big kick to the head from Ricochet. Ricochet stumbles to the top rope, but Elias goes for the guitar again. Ricochet leaps from the top and jumps into a roll-up for the 3 count. Wins the match, Ricochet. After the match, Graves says Elias had one of his shoulders up, which I did agree with that, as the replay confirms it. As it looked like Ricochet was showing the replay on the screen. Well, I thought he was going to say, well, we're not going to have that. We're going to have a fair match. Well, Elias argues with the referee, storms to the back. In the segment. Instead. We see Rey Mysterio walking backstage. Then we go to commercial. Back for the break. Coleslaw Heights SummerSlam Week 2020 in Boston, the home of John Cena. I guess that's the area. Boston, Massachusetts. 2 out of 3 falls matchup for Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. We go to the ring. First comes Rey Mysterio. Andrade was out with Zelina. Bell rings. Andrade immediately on Alonzo Rey. Ray sends Andrade in position for the 619, but doesn't hit it as Vega gets involved. Chips him up. Murphy doesn't see it. This leads to Vega providing an assist with the ropes to quickly help Andrade get the first fall by pinfall. Cheat win, video game style. Bell rings for the second fall, and Ray sends Andrade out of the ring. Ray goes to the top, but Andrade climbs up and meets him evenly. They trade shots up high and come back down. Ray rocks Andrade on the apron. Ray jumps back to the top, sends Andrade from the apron to the floor. With a big hurricanrana, Vega looks on and screams out. Ray brings him back to the ring and springboards in with a splash for a 2 count. Andrade ends up catching a moonsault, but Ray slides out. They collide, and Andrade drops Ray in the middle of the ring for a 2 count. Andrade stomps on Ray while he's down. Andrade beats Ray into the corner and unloads with stomps as Vega cheers him on. Fans try to rally for Ray. Andrade charges in with a double knees, but he hits the turnbuckles as Ray moved out 2 seconds before Andrade even jumped with his knees. Andrade sends Ray to the apron. Ray flies in from the apron with a big Canadian destroyer for a 2 count. Ray kicks Andrade in the head and drops him into position for the 619. Andrade dodges it and rolls Ray up for a close 2 count as Vega distracted from ringside again. Ray rolled Andrade up for a 2 count. Ray drops Andrade with an enziguri. Ray kicked Andrade into the ropes and then hits the 619 for a pop. Ray goes back up top and Vega screams at ringside. Ray goes for the frog splash, but Andrade gets his knees up. Andrade hits a hammerlock DDT and covers for the clean sweep. After the match, Andrade stands tall as Vega joins him in the ring. We're going to replay as Ray looks on from the mat. Discussion. He undoes his chin strap off of his mask, as I was predicting some more beat down from Andrade, but didn't happen. Next, we got another still to come segment, Rollins vs. Styles for your main event. We go to Coleslaw, who brings up SummerSlam main event, which saw Seth Rollins capture the Universal title from Brock Lesnar. Coleslaw then introduces Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin to discuss the match. Fans pop as Austin joins Cole live via Skype with a headset on. Also talks about Rollins impressing him and says the match was very, very badass. Also goes on to praise Rollins and says he's committed to being the best in the world. And when you think like that, you can do nothing. You can do anything. That's how Rollins impresses Austin. Austin spoke with Rollins at the Raw reunion and gave him some advice, just telling him to stay focused. Also goes on with praise and respect for Rollins. Coleslaw thanks him and plugs a straight-up Steve Austin show series that following the USA Network tonight after Raw. We go to him to stay focused. Also goes on with praise and respect for Rollins. Coleslaw thanks him and plugs the straight-up Steve Austin series again, which premieres on the USA Network after Raw. Then we go to commercial. Back to the ring, Charlie Caruso backstage with Rey Mysterio, asking about what just happened. Ray says he's not sure where his career is going, but he knows he has family to support. He just says familiar. Family. Charlie asks if he's trying to say something. Ray just goes on about his family, walks off after getting emotional. Well, he just signed a contract with his son. So, I wonder if that's, or if he's headed to AEW like some other people have been asking. Well, we get another vignette from the Street Profits backstage. Again, Montez Ford talks about what we just saw from Ray. Angelo Dawkins is still really tired from his post-SummerSlam party that ran late at the hotel. Sleeping, in other words. Drew McIntyre's backstage with Sarah Schreiber. She asks him about the next match with Cedric Alexander, and he interrupts. Drew says she's implying that their feud will continue after tonight, but it won't. It's ending tonight. Drew goes on about Cedric and how he got close to Roman Reigns. And says he will cave Cedric's skull in tonight with his boots, and then Cedric's little fairy tale will be over. And that match was up next. McIntyre versus Alexander. We go to the ring. Out comes Drew as Mike Rome does the ring introductions. Coleslaw confirms that these two competitors for the King of the Ring. Which I did not hear that as we go to back to commercial. So that's the first two. Back from the break, out comes Cedric Alexander. We see how Drew beat up Cedric 2 weeks ago. Before Cedric leaps off the big screen, the bell rings and they start going at it. Cedric clothesline Drew over the top rope to the floor. Cedric runs the ropes and leaps out. Taking Drew down on the floor, Cedric brings him back in the ring and goes to the top to hit a missile drop kick. Drew kicks out at 1. Drew fights Cedric off and clubs him in the corner now. Drew runs and launches Cedric across the ring onto the top turnbuckle with a buckle bomb. Drew with a 2 count. Cedric keeps striking, but Drew shuts him down. More back and forth. Drew rams Cedric into the corner and throws him across the ring for a 2 count. Drew still in control, working Cedric around until Cedric drops him with a big insecurity kick. Both go down as the referee counts. Drew picks Cedric up and he trades strikes in the middle of the ring. Cedric with a big knee to the face. Cedric counters and move. Hits a big DDT into the mat for a 2 count. Cedric takes Drew to the top. Drew counters and hits a huge spear side slam from the top for a close 2 count. Drew ends up taking it to the floor, keeping control. Cedric counters, then sends Drew face first into the ring post. Hits a lumbar check on the floor. Cedric makes it back in at the 8 count, then dives out, but Drew catches him. Drew launches Cedric, and he lands with his foot hitting the ramp. Drew brings Cedric back in the ring, waits for the Claymore. Cedric tries to get back up, but he can't. Referee checks on him. Cedric suckers Drew in and rolls him up for a 2 count. More back and forth as they go to the top. Cedric hits a big Spanish fly from the top, but Drew still kicks out. Cedric can't believe it. Fan chat, this is awesome. As Drew blocks a lumbar check. More back and forth again. Cedric counters a reverse Alabama slam, but Drew kicks out at 2. Drew ends up hitting a huge Claymore kick out of nowhere for the pin and the win. After the match, Drew looks out at Cedric and stands tall as his arm is raised. Music hits, and Drew exits the ring. The OC's backstage talking about Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. AJ promises to run through Rollins tonight and says one day Rollins will be a great champion. AJ says he leads by example. After tonight, WWE Universe will know who the real champion is. And they two tweet each other back, as they go to commercial. But before the commercial, we see Paul Heyman walking backstage. He enters Brock Lesnar's locker room as we go to commercial. Of course, he's not there tonight. Back to the break. Charlie Cruz is outside Brock Lesnar's door waiting on an interview with Paul Heyman. But we get Robert Roode versus No Way Jose. We go to the ring. No Way Jose is wrapping his entrance with his conga line. Robert Roode is out next. This match was quick and I took a bathroom break. Roode unloads to start the match. Taking Jose to the corner, Joe fights up and out, looks to make a comeback. Roode catches him with a spine buster in the middle ring, and that's it. But he shows off and poses. Roode waits for Jose to get up and nails a glorious taunt and a glorious DDT for the pin and the win. As I made it back in the ring, that was it. Made it back to my room to watch it on back on my satellite. After the match, Roode sat tall. Let's be at the pop as the music hits. Charlie is backstage again with Paul Heyman now. Heyman mocks Charlie and brings up his tweet from earlier today, which said WWE confirmed that Brock Lesnar will not get a rematch from the new WWE Universal Champion Seth Rollins. Heyman goes on, but it's suddenly at a loss for words. Heyman turns and walks back into Lesnar's room, ending the interview back to commercial. Revival versus Lucha House Party. Back for the break. Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Fowler are in the ring with Lucha House Party. Let's Dorado and Graham Metallic. Calissa watches from ringside. Dawson goes to work on Dorado and slams him back as he tries to get the upper hand. Dawson with a 2 count. Dorado tried to fight up off the mat, but Dawson takes it to the corner for a tag and a double team. Dorado takes them both down with a moonsault. Music hits to interrupt, and out comes 24/7 champion R-Truth and Carmelo. Running down the ramp with the superstar chasing them. The match is automatically called. After the bell, Carmelo trips Jake Maverick at ringside. A big brawl breaks out with the Lucha House Party fighting off the superstars as they surround the ring. Revival double team Truth and brings him back in. They hit the hard attack on Truth and covers for the pin for your first ever 24/7 double champion Revival. Momentarily, after Bell, Revival celebrates. Calista drops them with a missile drop kick. Still the referee in the ring, so the match is still on. Calista with a Solito del Sol on Dawson. Carmella pulled Truth on top of Dawson for the pin to regain the to become your 12-time champion. Carmella wakes Truth up and gives him the title. They run away as Superstar chases him to the back. Drake trails behind with flyers in hand. Truth comes back out and raises the title on the stage. Carmella hurries him back to the back. Camera catches Truth and Carmella in the back now. Elias comes from behind and smashes the guitar over the back of Truth. Well, Carmella wasn't watching either. Elias calls for the referee, covers for the pin, and becomes your new 24/7 champion and 3-time champ. After Bell, Elias leads with the title as Carmella checks on Truth. Until to come a look at Roman Reigns' situation. Back from the break, we get a video package of the mystery attacks to Roman Reigns. We go to the ring, out comes Natalya, and we see stills from her submission match. Lost to Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. Natalya says she tapped out and admits Becky was a better woman. Natalya says she has a dislocated elbow and will be undergoing an MRI on Tuesday. Natalya says this is where she's supposed to take back what she said about Becky, but she doesn't regret a dang thing. Natalya doesn't know when or where, but she says she and Becky would do this again. Natalya now wants to share something special with the fans. She recalls how her dad, the late WWE Hall of Famer Jim Neidhart, said he was proud of her. Natalya said today marks 1 year since the Anvil died. Music interrupts. Out comes Sasha Banks, making her return. Surprise return. Sasha gets a pop, and she's wearing a wig, a red wig, and greeting fans at ringside. Face style, she hands her glasses to a girl at ringside. As she enters the ring and hugs Natalya. There's some friendly words, and then Banks goes for Mike, but turns around to drop Natalya out of nowhere. Crowd goes wild with mixed reaction. Banks takes off her purple wig, reveals her new blue hair. As over the weekend, SummerSlam, she was showing a new blonde look. Of course, it was also a wig as well. Banks pounds on Natalya. Well, holy crap chant breaks out from the crowd. Banks sends Natalya into a corner and then continues the beat down. Banks assaults Natalya to the floor and then follows up. Banks sends Natalya to the steel ring steps. A thank you Sasha chant breaks out from her hometown crowd. Natalya Banks with another shot into the steps. As a sling came off and Natalya's arm hits the ring steps. Banks brings Natalya back in the ring and brings in a steel chair. Banks in with a running kick to the head and some more stomps. Music interrupts. Out comes Becky Lynch with a steel chair shot still being delivered on Natalya. The man rushes the ring and starts brawling with Banks. Banks takes it to roar and sends Lynch to the barrier a few times. Fan chant, this is awesome. Now, Banks grabs a steel chair and smacks Lynch over the back with it again and again. Banks unloads with chair shots over Lynch's back. Back from the break, we get replays from what just happened with Sasha Banks' return. Viking Raiders versus Carter Mason and Sebastian Schwab. Jobbers probably from Canada, Lance Storm's Academy. Good sidebar video with Eric and Ivar talking about how they have been dominating Raw. Everyone will fail or fall. Their opponents wait in the ring, local enhancement talents, Carter Mason and Sebastian Schwab. The bell rings and the squash match begins with Eric and Ivar hitting power moves and double team moves on both opponents. Ivar goes to put an opponent away, but he's not done yet. Eric sends one opponent into the barrier with a big Charging kick, who returns to the ring, and they hit double team Viking experience on the other jobber for the easy win. After the match, Eric and Ivar stand tall. Let's go to replays. Cardia again is backstage with the women's tag team champions, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. They are confident about retaining over the Kabuki Warriors tonight. Alexa Bliss says they get results, but when it's them against the world, they walk off, and we go to commercial. Women's tag team title match: Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. We go to ring. Off first comes the women's tag team champions, Nikki Cross and Alexa. Kabuki Warriors are out next. Oscar and Kairi Sane without Paige. As we see the Paige's Twitter video explaining why she can't be here tonight. The Warriors because she needs neck surgery next week. Rome does formal ring in next Thursday before the match. Sane and Bliss starts off. Bliss shows and installs some in the middle of the ring. Sane fires back. They go at it, and Sane hits the cross body. Oscar tags in for the double teaming on Bliss. Sane knocks Cross off the apron. Oscar leaps off the apron to drop Bliss on the floor. Sane follows and lands on Bliss from the apron. Oscar brings Bliss back in the ring for a 2 count to go to commercial. Back to the break. Cross takes Sane down in the middle of the ring and grounds her. Sane tries to fight out, but Cross hits her with a knee and takes her back down. Bliss screams words of encouragement. Sane finally fights free, but Cross catches her. Sane rolls through and tags Oscar in. Oscar unloads on Cross for kicks. Oscar knocks Bliss off the apron with a hip attack. Oscar with more offense on Cross, including kicks while she's down on the mat. Oscar with a sliding kick to Cross's head. Oscar with a German suplex to Cross. Bliss tags in, but drops off the apron. Oscar nails Cross in the corner. Bliss comes in from behind, dropping Oscar on her head for a 2 count, and Sane breaks up the pin just in time. Bliss isn't happy about the interference. Cross tags in, and they double team Oscar, but she blocks it. Oscar with a double neck breaker on the champs. Sane tags in and slams Cross back on her head. Sane goes to the top for the insane elbow, but Cross rolls to the floor. Sane leaps to the floor with a cross body to Cross. Sane brings Cross back in the ring. Goes back to the top for the big elbow. Sane nails it, covers, but Bliss kicks her to break it up. Oscar charges, goes to chop Bliss with a kick, but Bliss dodges it and goes to the floor. Oscar follows out. Bliss sucks another kick, and Oscar kicks the ring post. She goes down. Bliss sends Oscar into the ring post, and she goes down. Cross is down in the ring still. Bliss drags Cross to their corner so she can make the tag. Sane stops her. Sane with a back fist to Bliss. Cross recovers and hits a swinging leg breaker to Sane. Bliss tags in, goes to the top, hitting the twisted Bliss on Sane for the pin to retain. After the match, Cross and Bliss pose in the middle ring with the titles as Bliss music hits. Seth Rollins backstage as he says he's the champion AJ Styles only wishes he could be. Rollins says he did what AJ couldn't. He beat Brock Lesnar twice. Rollins reminds AJ about what happened at Money in the Bank and says he will stomp AJ in the head tonight to remind him who the champ around here is. Rollins walks off when you go to commercial. Announces plug Straight Up Steve Austin show on the USA Network following Raw. Close on leads us to a video preview of it. Back from the break, we get another King of the Ring promo for next week. Your main event, Seth Rollins versus AJ. We go to the ring for tonight's on-title main event. Out first comes new Universal Champion Seth Rollins. Out next comes the OC, U.S. Champion AJ with Raw Tag Team Champions Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. So you know they're going to interfere. The bell rings and here we go. Rollins has his ribs taped up. They go at it. And Rollins takes it to the corner. Unloading on AJ. Rollins ends up turning AJ upside down and stomping away. Rollins with a big running drop kick into the corner at AJ's face. While he's still upside down, the tree of woe. AJ counters the move and clubs Rollins in the back. Rollins sides out of a move and kicks AJ down. Rollins goes for the stop, but Gallows and Anderson pull AJ to safety. Rollins runs the ropes and leaps out. Taking Gallows down, Rollins drops Anderson next. AJ takes advantage and rams Rollins ribs first into the apron. AJ keeps control of Rollins on the outside as it goes back to commercial. Back for the break, AJ remains in control As Gallows and Anderson look on. AJ goes for a South Splash on the apron, but Rollins slides out of the way. Rollins brings AJ down to the floor, and he lands hard. Both men are down on the floor as referee counts. Gallows and Anderson throw AJ back in the ring at 6 count. Rollins makes it back in at 9. AJ unloads on Rollins with strikes. Rollins with a sling blade. Rollins trips AJ and nails a forearm in the corner. More back and forth now. Rollins with a Falcon Arrow for a 2 count in the middle of the ring. Rollins takes AJ up top, but AJ sends him back down. Rollins runs back up for a reverse superplex, but AJ sends him down again. AJ comes down and springboards in, but Rollins exits a phenomenal forearm. Rollins with a big kick to the face. Rollins goes to the top, but Gallows shoves him off to the mat while Anderson had the referee distracted on the apron. Didn't see it. The referee finally notices something is off, and he ejects the tag team champions to the back, but they don't go to the back. AJ rolls Rollins up for a 2 count out of nowhere. Rollins dodges a Pele kick, and AJ with a kick to the face. Anderson and Gallows suddenly rush back to the ring and beat Rollins down for the disqualification. After the bell, Rollins tries to fight the OC off, but the numbers game catches up with him. They triple team him. Music hits, and out comes Ricochet to make the save. Ricochet drops the tag team champions, then sends AJ down with a kick to the back, to the head. Gallows catches Ricochet in midair. Anderson assisted for a big boot of doom to Ricochet. Anderson tosses Ricochet out of the ring to the floor. OC goes back to triple team Rollins down. Music hits again. Out comes Braun Strowman. Anderson meets him at ringside, but gets flattened. Braun enters the ring and levels Gallows. Next, AJ kicks to Braun. AJ charges him, but Braun catches him for a big slam. The Alabama slam twice. Braun stands tall, gets hyped up for the big pop from the crowd. Fan chant for Strowman as he scoops AJ up for the running Alabama slam. Braun stands tall again for another pop as his music starts back up. Strowman goes to the ringside and brings the Universal title belt back into Rollins. Rollins on his feet. Now the music stops as Braun meets Rollins in the middle of the ring. Hands him the title. Rollins stares before grabbing it. Strowman extends his hand and they shake as fans cheer them on. Strowman raises his arms and stands tall as Rollins. Music starts back up. Ricochet joins him as Raw goes off the air. And that concludes my results for this week's Raw and WWE main event. Because I didn't get the dark match main event. So whenever I do get it, it'll be on the SmackDown video. Thank you. Peace out. See you on radio. You don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters.